Howdy, boys and girls. Today is, I don't even know. I'm going to say August 15th, 2018. I don't know how many days been working on the boat. I'll put that in the description. It's in the 120 day area or something like that. But I just want to give you an update on this. It's only the rough-in stage, but it's all bolted together, glued, screwed, and in place and what I want. But I'm just going to give you a little walkthrough here. So here we go. Actually, yeah, I'm going to just do this here. So what I have is the engine hatch cut in there. And then I have another engine access panel here. This will be my junk drawer, Pablo's junk drawer. I used an old piece of the old teak from the old boat to put in this piece of wall. This will all be sanded and then re-varnished. The rest of this will be white or off-white to match the cabinets. I did cut in, you know what, I'm going to come back to this. Let's stick with the engine compartment right now. So there's all my drawers. They're way bigger and deeper than typical kitchen drawers. And some of these E38s I've seen, the drawers that are here are like these tiny dinky little things that are worthless. So here we can put lots of galley storage stuff in here. I haven't got the knobs or anything for this stuff yet. This is cut back a little bit because I need to order some quarter round here, or actually no, down here is going to be the rail, and then the quarter round teak is going to go here, quarter round teak here, Formica covering on all this. This is going to get a quarter round corner here. Here's one thing I want to show you. This whole top. Let me put you back over here. Hopefully you can see. Okay, this top for routine maintenance, once every couple weeks, once a month, whatever it is. I can do the oil and all that kind of stuff from here. Yes, we have the sound barrier installed, so I can do engine oil maintenance, fuel filter. The Rayco fuel filter is going to go up in here, and then so basic. Now if I need to get to the top of the engine, I made it so that this will pop off. It's going to have little clamps that hold it down for when we're sailing. That will pop off. I put this in as a sample. If that when I take that off, underneath the top is chart storage. So here's the chart storage. I can pull the charts out. Then for just basic maintenance on the oh my God. So then I would pull the drawer. I've only done this a couple of times, so you can imagine all this will be cleaned up. And if I need to get in and do top of the engine maintenance, then these pop out. I haven't put finger holes in them yet. Oh my God. I don't have finger holes in them. So the bottom of the drawer comes out. Now I can do like bleeding the air out of the diesel lines or whatever. So here's the engine compartment. Again, this hatch comes out to access the front. So the top comes off to access the top. The sides come off to access the side. Full access to this motor. Now, let's say for instance that we really got to get in here. This would be a rare situation, but this also pops out. And then this, I'm not going to do it now, but this pops out as well, which gives me, so that pops out. That gives me full access to this entire engine, and I can get into it in about 30 seconds. I was just, okay, a minute. That's Maria texting me. So, let's see. She broke my train of thought. So there is the engine access with all the sound barrier. You saw the drawers. Let me move these out of the way here a little bit. I guess I was unprepared to take video. Then I have the this right here is going to have a full door and slide out. So this will be a slide out trash bin. This will be just a pantry area. Temporary hinges is not the hinges we're going to use. I just wanted to get in there and see how it's going to go. I'm actually going to put a wall here so I can make this cupboard area smaller so stuff isn't flying around in heavy seas. But as you can see, that's how that's going to go. So we got the drawers over there, engine access, pantry. Here is the water heater access hatch. I can, by the way, all these shelves and walls are removable. This is what took me so long to build this. It was so complicated. By the way, also down in here, all of these hatches, all the bottoms come out so I can access seacocks and plumbing, wiring, whatever, you name it. It was so complicated to build all of this because it had to be removable yet sturdy enough to hold up in seas, heavy seas if we ever get into them. This is the aft head, staying on the center thing here. This is linen closets, medicine cabinet, linen closet, linen, toilet paper, whatever. Down in here, of course, all the bottoms come out. So I can have access down into the bilge. Got the dripless shaft thingy down in there. Seacocks. Yeah, all these come out to access all kinds of fittings and screws. These are the steering cables and everything that go down. Here is the engine access to the back of the engine. This gets to my back end of my starter, the big exhaust lines. Down in there is my transmission, oil access area, blah blah blah. So there's another access point. This is, we don't know what we're going to do with this yet. I don't know if it's going to be a medicine cabinet or a linen closet, but one nice thing about it is if you pull the towels out and I reach in the back and I pop this, I'm trying to do it one-handed. If I pop this, Oh my god, I can't do it one-handed. The bottom of this cabinet comes out. It's a false bottom, which now gives me access to my hidden box, my safe, where I can stash all kinds of stuff, like piles and piles of gold bullion can go down in my stash box. And then the false drawer goes back in. Again, trying to do it one-handed, which may not work so easily. Oh my god. Okay, can't do it one-handed. Sorry about that. This is going to be a terrible video. So that's the false bottom. That leads to a stash box for whatever. You know, we're going to go ashore somewhere. We don't feel it's safe in a particular marina or whatever. We can stash some shit in there. Up in there is my water filter. Whole boat water filter. So that's it for the center area. The galley center and all that. Now if you remember, the whole back head was tore up. There is the new ceiling that I installed. I don't know how dark it is on the video, but this right here is an access panel. The panel actually is going to mount flush with this, but I just have it sitting up on top for now to be out of my way. I need to gain access to this area up here because back over in here I have the plate for the the backing plate to the winch, and then there's some wires that run up in here, and also those holes and wires coming out up there are like shore power and things like that, and I need to be able to get up in here and get to that stuff. So there's that. Then I told you I was building a false wall here. So that's the original wall, and then we got a 6-inch space. And I rerouted a whole bunch of wiring. All this wiring there and here used to be on the other side of this wall, and it was running on the floor. I rerouted it up through here, back in through here, through this cabinet, and I drilled some holes up in here and down in here. Over here, all of these wires are going to terminate to some termination blocks. And then I'll be able, because the wires are cut, when the guy tore out all of this, he cut wiring. I had to trace this wiring out. It's all labeled. I know where everything goes now. And I'm going to get some terminal blocks, mount those here. This will have a panel with a weather stripping around it, and then some trim. And then this will be the same thing. There's going to be terminal blocks, fuse blocks. Back up in this area will be the back of SSB radio. I'm leaving a space for things to be cut into this wall from the nav station. And then this will get some weather stripping and a cover, and then this whole wall right here is going to be a mirror, and the mirror is going to be on a hinge, which allows me to hinge the mirror out, remove some bolts from this panel, and then access the back end of the electronics and things like that. Down here is going to be my battery compartment. Battery cabling compartment, so everything comes from the batteries, like the main cables are going to terminate and splice in this area. Let's see what else. This is all going to get Formica. The windows are out. I don't know if you can see that. This is plastic visqueen. I pulled out all the port lights. Let me pull that down. This is all of them. They're all plastic, taped on the outside. There's a guy over here in the yard that does that kind of stuff, and we're going to replace all of the plexiglass, because I'm going to show you how bad it was. See, I don't know if you can see it. You can barely see through that glass. It's just terrible. So there's all my port lights. We took out the big ones here, and he's going to replace all that plexi. Now this wall, so when I built that false wall on the other side in the aft head, that gave me a 6-inch space between here and there, and the piece that I cut out here is going to become my bookshelf for the nav station. So up in here I can put like the service manuals and engine stuff. This is the original owner's manual for the boat, cruising guides, whatever, log books, all can go up on this shelf. Now of course this is going to get trimmed out. There's going to be some wall here, a small wall here, over here. The top of this, I won't go into big explanation, it's going to be removable so I can access wiring and ducting and things like that. This is the area where I'm going to do deep flush mount items like a stereo, SSB radio, solar chargers, things like that. Underneath here is where I'm going to put my printer, fax, scanner, whatever it is, you name it. And again, there's my junk drawer for the nav station. And I'm going to be ordering knobs and locks and latches here soon. Maria's going to start in a week or so. She's going to start coming in here and painting. The face of this is going to get, this is mahogany, it's going to get sanded, stained, and varnished to match the existing wood of the boat. And then the rest of this is just going to get painted to match this. And she's going to start working on that. I guess, oh, here, I'll show you my next project. I know it's been a while since I've updated. So my next project that I've already started trying to figure out, I've actually, for the last 3 days, been trying to figure this out. Now, if you remember, all of this was torn out by the previous owner. The whole back was torn out. It took me a while to get that piece back in there. The whole ceiling here was torn out. This whole thing over here is torn out. So anyways, I have wood here because I'm using it to figure out all of this, how to put it back in. It's not going to be as it was original. It's actually going to be better. This is ending up being more complicated than anything I've done in here so far. There are so many points that need to be accessed later that all of this needs to be able to come apart. Because back in that corner I have the mounting bolts for my, back in that corner, the mounting bolts for my arch. Back over here behind this piece, let me show you this. You see, this thing right here is the propane well. There's one there, and then on the opposite side there's another one here, so we can carry 2 propane tanks. Then back up in that corner we have the diesel fill from the deck. We have some grounding wires, air vents, electrical wires, the drain hose from the propane locker, which drains out to the side in case there's propane fills that, it drains out into the open air. I need to be able to access all this. I need to access that mounting bolts over there. There's more mounting bolts over in that corner for the other side of the arch. And then back behind this, and same on that side, there's more mounting bolts for the arch because it has 4 legs to it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. And then all along the whole back top edge, I need to gain access because we got the cleats, you got the stanchions, right in the dead center. I have to cut a hatch out for the backstay chain plate. Then I need to put some lighting up in here. Oh yeah, it's just a lot. I thought this was going to be a quick slam bam, thank you ma'am, throw it in and be gone, but this is turning out to be more complicated than the galley cabinets, and those were pretty damn hard. Okay, so I guess that's about it. We're gonna let you go for now. Just wanted to do a little update, give you know what's going on here, let you know we're still in the game. Once that aft cabin is done, it's pretty much it for the big projects. The V-berth has some work to do in it, but I don't think that's going to be too hard. But I always say that. So that's about it. Shaka signing out. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.